That's my God.
I can make a point.
George Firehorse?
Start again.
Yeah. George Firehorse?
Yes.
Comedy stalwart? Is that it? Is that
Comedy
it?
stalwart. How long do you have to be doing comedy to be a stalwart? I've been going 15-ish years.
15 years, yeah.
15 years.
There's not that much between us. What am I, like 12?
12, yeah.
You've only got 3 years on me?
Maybe more.
Yeah, it'll have to be more.
I don't know. I was saying 10 for ages, but I don't know. I was saying 10 for like 7 years.
Just once you go past 10, like,
Yeah, you're a stalwart.
it doesn't really
Is
matter
10
anymore.
Stalwart.
Just how long have you been doing it, stalwart?
Stalwart status. But yeah, because I did that thing where you go straight from rising star to stalwart. You're supposed to have the in between.
Yeah. Like, what was it? 5 years ago at the Pavilion Awards, I won Most Improved.
Most improved.
Yeah.
You've been going 13 years, so that was after 8 years.
Yeah.
I think you're getting it now. You're nearly there. Keep going.
I haven't won one since.
I got the MC award, and I got the Club Comic Award once.
I didn't even get a nom this year. But then
No,
again,
I didn't see the noms. I didn't turn up.
Yeah, that's right. You didn't turn up.
Turn up. I didn't think I'd get an award, and that stakes of a prize. No, I couldn't make it.
Sure.
Couldn't make it this year.
So
That was the first one I haven't been to.
it was a good one, too.
So I was hoping when I got here, you'd be like, "Oh, George, you're nominated for everything. I accept all the awards for you."
Well, next year, if you don't go, we're just going to do that. Well,
You just pretend I won everything.
what is
It's
it?
like, I was terrible, George. You won everything.
Hypotymously award. Hypotymously?
Does that mean after you're dead or if you're a big mammal from Africa? Hippopotamously.
I think it's after you're dead, but even though you're not dead, we could hypotymously give you an award for last year. Hypotymously. No, we'll leave that. That's no. This is
I don't
going
know where
nowhere.
you go with that.
This is going
Anyhow,
nowhere.
what was the question?
We'll go back. I can't remember.
Am
We'll
I
go
a
back.
stalwart? Sure, if you like.
Stalwart, yeah.
I'll be a stalwart.
Well, you do magic and comedy.
I do.
So what came first, the magician or the comedian?
It's like a chicken and egg thing, isn't it?
Yeah. I came up with that earlier all by myself. I was so proud of it.
Well, I don't know. Well, probably professionally magic, but it's always been about jokes. Well, if I go right back to the start, I think I got a joke book before I got a magic set.
Okay.
But then I've always been a fan of jokes and I've always been a fan of magic. So
They're one and the same.
they're always linked together.
They're the Holy Spirit and
Yeah.
what are the other things?
Oh, the other three? There's 3 of them.
God.
They're on a leaf from each shamrock. And they join together.
The
They're
Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, yeah.
Sorry, I forgot.
Last time.
The Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, the comedian, the magician, and the
Variety. I don't know.
the George. The
George.
comedian, the magician, the
I
George.
don't like to find it. I don't like when people say I'm going to do magic before I get on stage because I like it to be a wee surprise. And also,
Yes, that is
if I
good.
can't be bothered doing any magic that day, and they've told them
You're not letting anyone down.
Telling them a joke and something's going to appear. No, it's just a punchline.
That's true. Who's easier to deal with? Because you do kids shows as well.
Yeah.
Children or adults?
5-year-olds, drunk adults.
Same thing, really. Are they? They sound exactly
Do you
the
know
same.
what? Children, you have to keep their attention because if they don't like it, they'll wander off.
Yeah.
So you have to be entertaining them. Adults will just sit in grim silence.
Do you remember the gig we did in Enniskillen?
I don't think I've done a gig in Enniskillen.
Well, let me tell you, you
I
have.
have.
Because I was there.
Was it the one with
It was the one we were doing the All
Wacky and
Island.
Ross?
Yes. And there was the worst audience known to man. Sorry, Enniskillen.
Yeah, I was at Enniskillen.
It was like in a club.
Yeah.
And we were just...
Big, long, thin club.
Yeah, the big, long, thin club.
So,
and we just turned up to be like, let's do a comedy show. And people came to it just to go, we don't like you city folk.
You did well there.
I did well. I saved that gig.
You did save that gig. I didn't think I did badly. They did start...
You did fine.
One guy started going every time we got in a trick, and that was kind of annoying me.
Well, what I was going to say was one of the other comedians shouted at me because you got heckled, and I laughed. But I think,
it's a good heckle.
If a good heckle's a good heckle, man,
Yeah.
she deserved a laugh. You said you want to see another magic trick, and this woman said, "Yeah, fucking disappear."
Oh god!
I was like, at least it's in
I
context.
didn't hear it.
Yeah, it wasn't even that
I
loud.
didn't know about that.
She wasn't even being that rude. She was just having a giggle. And like, a good heckle's a good heckle, man.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a good heckle.
That's
the first thing that jumps in everybody's mind when you see a magician.
To be fair, I was just happy to hear an in context heckle.
Oh yeah, rather than
Because you're just like, I was there.
Yeah.
What? Who?
Let me tell you
Who
this.
are
My
you?
son is 14 years. What are you talking about?
So yeah, you don't get heckled, do you? I can't imagine anyone heckling you. You're too nice.
I remember my second or third gig, I died in the Empire. And somebody just went, "You're a dick."
That's
And I was
mild.
really nervous, and I didn't ever come back for it. And the rest of the gig.
I was in the Empire fairly recently watching a gig, and it was a comedian that was very like unusual for the Empire.
Yeah.
And I was enjoying it. They were very good. But I did just hear someone from the back go, "What the fuck's going on?
What is happening?
What is
You know
going
how this
on?
comedy works. You go in, you
What
stand there,
is
you tell a joke."
It's like, just go somewhere else, man. Like,
Yeah.
it's fine. So, have you been in the Accidental before? Have you done shows in the Accidental before?
Yes, I've done about 3 or 4, I suppose. A couple of just variety ones people organised. One's upstairs in the bookstore.
Oh yes, yes.
The bookstore, not the pub.
bookstore.
It's the bookstore. And then a couple downstairs. Are we upstairs or downstairs on Sunday?
We're downstairs, we're in the big room.
Oh, the posh one.
Oh.
Posh one. I like the upstairs. Got like a wee
Got like-
Edinburgh vibe to it, but it's
Like
very
it's
small.
got a wee, what do you call for it? I should have practiced thinking and talking before I came out of this. This is the first interview of the year, and I'm not very social, so I was just inside for 2 weeks.
Well, I've had 47 years practice thinking and talking, and I'm still not really good at it.
That's your career too.
Yeah. I actually stand up with a microphone. I can't be in a pub.
I still haven't figured out how
I'm on
you...
stage like, in a pub like,
I still haven't figured out how to, like, elegantly and smoothly remove the mic from the stand. It's always a kerfuffle.
Well, especially something has it wrapped around the bottom.
Yeah, I
Those
got, like,
fuckers,
falling over
when you
and
go
all.
around, you
And then
do
it
the
was-
little flicks to get it around the legs.
I
will kick
lifted
out.
the wrong mic in the black box the other week.
Nice.
Just lifted the wrong mic and they tried to... All right, okay. And then in the pavilion when I was emceeing, I couldn't get it off and then I hit myself in the tits.
Nice.
It was great.
Did it get a laugh?
Yeah, it was like... So yeah, back to comedy. That's about.
I hit myself in the
abuse of
forehead once, and it's a fucking dunk. Gets a big laugh, but you've got nothing to say afterwards. So, I'm an idiot. I like it when you got 2 mics.
Oh,
I always want to take them both out and try the same joke in both ones. Just see if it works better. People are like, what are you doing? We've heard it. Yeah, but I'm trying a new mic.
Thought it might have been more pathos in the second mic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
That's the first word I can think of. Pathos. Yes, this is the Shakespearean mic.
This is the mic.
The dramatic mic. So you've been in comedy for a long time. You do magic, blah 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 blah.
Yeah, I've been doing kids stuff, London, the adult stuff.
What do you?
What a fair?
What? You don't care.
Don't care. I don't give a shit. You got to shout. What? How do they? Right. Okay.
True. And I like Do you swear at the kids?
No.
I love to see a wee kid like, fuck you.
It is funny when a kid swears, yeah.
It's the height of comedy for me, a swearing child.
I'm trying to think of a good one that's happened to me. I've had a few swears, but I can't think of a good one. The odd fuck off and stuff. But one of my Scottish friends who had said they were doing a party, and it was one of the first communions. That's big business for children's entertainers. First communions.
First communion.
I didn't have, like 10 years ago, I didn't have a single first communion gig. Next year I had one, and now they're booking it in fucking the year before to get them all booked up in May. Anyhow, she was doing a first communion gig, and the priest was interviewing the little girl. And obviously they've got a communion dress on. And he went, "Oh, bless, that is a lovely dress." And she went, "Yes, my mum says it's a cunt iron."
Wow.
Yeah.
So, how would you describe your style of comedy?
I'm trying. People say Tommy Cooper. Because of the magic.
And that is a wee bit, yeah.
And then I flip between puns and stories and visual bits.
Yeah, you're very.
I'm a little bit weird. I'm a wee bit weird.
A little bit. Yeah, you're only.
If I had to say something, maybe a Harry Hill, Tommy Cooper.
Yeah,
combo.
you're just a tiny bit weird, George. You're so normal. Yeah, no, I think I can see that. Yeah, I think you're definitely. I like the vaudeville. What you were saying there. It's definitely that bit of everything in it.
Yeah. I think if I don't define it, then if I start writing something, I don't have to go, oh, I can write an idea for a magic trick, and then go, that trick's pretty rubbish, and take the trick out and still use the bit because I don't have to be a magician. Or I can start off writing a bit and go, oh, I could put that magic trick in there. So if I don't define myself, I can start off just doing anything, and then I can decide what to do later on. Do you see what I mean?
Pretty good, actually. I need to find some other skills. Well, the shows that you did do in The Accidental.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes. We were talking about that. And did we get waylaid? We got waylaid, right. The other show I did was with Kieran Mina. Do you remember Kieran Mina?
Do I remember Mina? I remember
we love Mina. He vanished to Australia.
He's another stalwart.
We've never
from
seen
the
him.
period
He's a
of
stalwart. We haven't seen him. He vanished off to Australia.
Well, that's true. He's not a stalwart now. He's more like a myth.
Yeah,
a legend.
The legend of the Mina.
Things
the
are
name whispered in green rooms all over the country.
I have heard a thing described as Mina-esque.
Mina-esque? I feel like I said that.
I think you might have. You take credit.
Mina-esque.
Mina-esque. It's very Mina-esque.
Yeah. Because I remember he went to Australia and then he got stuck in there during the lockdown. And we were all Skyping and going, oh, poor Mina, he's stuck in Australia. And then I went, actually, we're stuck here. He's in Australia.
He was on like a lounger in front of a pool drinking a cocktail.
Poor Mina stuck out in this we were like in our freezing flats. So it was Mina and it was Donny and it was me. It was called No Blacks, No Dogs, No Irish. Yes. So no blacks was Donny, no Irish was Mina, and I dressed as a dog.
I remember that. Yeah. What did you do? Like 20 minutes of dog puns?
Yeah.
It was great.
Was it? I've never done it again.
Well, I was enjoying myself. So what do you think of the venue?
The venue we're playing in?
Yes.
It's lovely. It's very professional, isn't it? We've got a little stage. It's about that big, isn't it? About that big.
It can all be folded up and put in a little stack as well, which I quite like.
Well, we'll not be doing that during the show.
No, but if things
go... Then you could stand on top of the little stack.
You can make it disappear.
There must be more jokes about magicians than make them disappear.
No, there's just
not.
There's just not. You could... What, a rabbit in a hat? Is that it?
Yeah, can you pull a rabbit out of a hat? And the standard response is no, but I can pull a hair on my nose. Or,
that's the standard response?
That's the one taxi drivers tell me.
I actually, now come to think of it, I don't, know any jokes about comedians.
About comedians or magicians?
Yeah, magicians, sorry.
There is the joke about the parrot and the cruise ship.
second.
Do you want me to tell the joke? You can cut it in.
No, you don't want to. If you don't want to,
I'll tell the joke.
if you don't want to tell the joke, don't tell the joke.
I've started now.
All right. If you tell the joke, I'll try to give a question.
So there's a magician on a cruise ship, okay, and the cruise ship has a parrot. And every time the magician goes on stage, the parrot ruins it. And he's like, so the magician on the stage, he'll vanish a hanky, and the parrot goes, it's up my sleeve, it's up my sleeve. And he puts him in a box, he'll disappear. The parrot's like, oh, it's mirrors, it's mirrors. The parrot's like, it's magnets, it's magnets. This goes on for a month, he's getting pissed off. The boat sinks. I don't know why. Hit an iceberg.
Hit an iceberg.
Sure.
Classic.
Hit an iceberg, classic. Boat sinks, and as they're floating, the magician's floating around the water, the parrot flies over, lands on the plank that he's holding on to, and goes, oh, I give up, where's the ship? And that's the magician's joke. It's a classic.
It's a classic. It's a classic. Well, what do you like about stand-up comedy? What do you like about
I like the people.
No, you don't.
I do like the people. Camaraderie, we're all in it together.
We are all in it.
It's just good fun, isn't it? I started it because I wanted to do an adult act for... I wanted to do a magic act for adults. And most magicians have the same, they all use the same lines, they all do the same tricks, it's really boring. So I thought if I get into an environment where I'm not allowed to do that, I'll have a original, funny magic act for adults. And then I sort of just got caught up in the scene and then started getting booked for doing gigs in the scene, so
cool.
Stuck with it. I wouldn't leave you now. I'm in too deep.
Yeah, that'd be really weird.
If I went, oh, fuck it, I'll just do kid shows from now on.
We might like come around to your house and like we would take it like badly, like we maybe accost you to make you come back or something.
Okay, you just turn up at the kid shows randomly.
Yeah, we could replace all the kids with annoyed, depressed comedians.
Hello, I'm having a fifth birthday party. This is Jade again, isn't it?
Adam is definitely booking your first birthday party. So you did, yeah, like, I mean...
I think for my birthdays, give them a job of entertaining 5-year-olds. What I should have is invite all my friends around and then have a 5-year-old magician entertaining us all.
You could get your boy to do that.
Oh, I probably would as well.
You probably
would.
You probably would. I think you were at my first gig.
Was I?
Yeah, when I was like, it was in the Pav many years ago.
Of course it was in the Pav.
Yeah, of course you were. That's sort of like where everyone starts these days. Oh yes, you worked it in. We were talking about.
I didn't know whether to wear my glasses or not, but.
I think the glasses is a good look. I think it's very, very smart looking. There it is.
Also a hairband.
Also a hairband. Yeah, they can double up as anything. Otherwise, my glasses.
Here, if I put them on the back, do I look like Thing from the Addams Family?
Yes.
Oh, well, that's good. That's good to know.
Yes, confirmed.
Halloween sword, just walk backwards all evening.
Yeah. Well.
Was it Thing or was that the hand? Cousin It.
Cousin It's the hair.
Thing's the hand. I always want to lose two up.
If I had glasses as well, we could both sit here like we Cousin It's.
Mm-hmm. Comedy gold.
Damn it. So, other than the Accidental on Sunday, any other gigs coming up?
Yes, Voice Box is back. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Well, I don't think it's been advertised much, but I've been asked to do it. So look forward to that. Did you ever get to the original Voice Box?
No, I think it stopped just as sort of around I was starting. I think I went to a couple, but I never did it.
The original was so much fun, it was just like madness.
Yeah, then it go on at like 2 of the night because nobody could get people on stage or anything.
Yeah,
like,
everybody, yeah. There's quite a bit of drinking going on as well.
BYOB. BYOB, like the Accidental is BYOB.
It is?
Yeah.
Okay, so it is?
It is.
Okay. Did you have a different license, or were they always allowed to do that?
They were always BYOB.
Oh, right, okay. That means I've turned up
with no drink!
Cans,
I have come with no cans! I was not aware I could have cans.
I could be drinking right now.
I have a can at home.
Sitting there in the fridge being fucking useless.
Someone bring me a can. Drive round with my can at once. How can I perform sans can? Anyway, so where's Voicebox now? What are they doing now?
It's got a new name, which I can't remember. But it was a video we did when it was called something else, like the Red Barn or the Red Door, and it's changed hands.
Red Door sounds familiar.
Somewhere opposite Castlecourt down a wee lane. But I'm sure, it'll get a good turnout as well, because old Marcus Keeley's a viral superstar now with his visits to Pound Stretcher and smoking lounges. Yeah.
Well, that's good anyway.
But yeah. So, his gig will be good, but not as good as this gig on Sunday.
Not as good as this gig. I don't know when you'll see this. It might have already happened. No, that's nice. There's lots. What do you think about the Northern Irish comedy scene at the minute? Has it changed a lot over your?
Well, there's too many people there, isn't there?
That's what Adam said as well.
It's just, I keep going up to people and go, oh, hello, pleased to meet you. And I know you, George. You introduced me on stage 14 times. I'm like, well.
Well, like, it was like, I think we'd known each other for probably about 5 years or so, and you introduced me on stage as Sara-Jade Dixon out of nowhere.
Davidson.
No, that is my name. No. Ferguson, which I found out.
Ferguson Davidson. Well, Ferguson make tractors. What did Davidson make?
Harley Davidsons?
Maybe that was it. Maybe it was a...
It was a vehicle mix-up.
It was a vehicular-based mix-up. Vehicular-based.
Vehicular mix-up. That is true. Too many.
One of them things in Wales, what is it?
Yeah, I mean, like, and also, do you know what? I was like, from like booking this, I'm like trying to get all these acts together and stuff like that, and people are messaging me, and I'm like, look, I will get round to you. There's just too many of you.
Oh yeah.
And the issue is, they're good.
Yeah, I know.
Everyone's quite good.
No.
Like, I long for the days when it was just an abundance of rubbish.
Yeah. We would like that slightly shiny pebbles in a beach.
And no. Now we're just like...
We need to be diamonds. Stand out.
Like the wee... Do you know, like... We're like, do you know what we are? Do you know celebrations?
Yeah.
They're all chocolate.
Yeah.
They're all chocolate, but we're the Malteser.
Is that the best one?
Well, I feel like everyone wants the Malteser.
Yeah.
Really?
I can never remember celebrations. Heroes.
Celebrations, you boys. Celebrations. You boys, celebrations.
Give me the list.
Malteser.
Bounties.
Bounty.
Who is the bounty of comedy? Well, I couldn't say it. I wouldn't say it.
Whisper to me.
It's a list.
Yeah, there's. You always get more bounties than Maltesers. So yeah, bounties.
What, in the chocolates or in stand-up or in both?
In both.
It's the perfect analogy.
I think it was an analogy, and that's what I was going for. Bounties, Maltesers, Cadbury's. No, not Cadbury's.
It's not a Cadbury's thing.
Galaxy chocolate, Caramel Galaxy, Mars, Snickers, Wee Twix.
Okay, so it's all the Mars ones, is it?
Milky Way.
Milky Way.
I think that's all.
A Milky Way is just a Mars bar, not making the effort.
Yeah.
Really, isn't it? It's just like half a Mars bar. Although, I think in America, Milky Ways are Mars bars. It's very confusing.
Really?
You go to buy a Milky Way and you get a Mars bar. No, the other way around. You go to buy a Mars bar, you get a Milky Way. It's all fucked up craziness. Anyhow, whatever way. It's all right.
Everything's gone mad. So there's too many people on the scene?
Well, not too many. It's good to see it thriving, isn't it? It's hard to get gigs now. I used to just sit there at home and people go, "Can you just gig, George?" Now I'd have to go ask someone for gigs or something. Make effort.
And they were the least sort of productive artists in the world.
I did go through a big phase of going down to Dublin doing gigs, going over to England doing gigs, going around. And I got really good, and then it was really hard work.
I did as well, and then I ran out of money. That's what happens.
Yeah. what about all the millions you were making of the comedy?
I thought I was going to be a star if I played in every pub and every shithole town in the country. And it never came. There was no agent sitting in the room to go, oh, you've got it, kid. What the fuck is this impression?
I
don't do impressions. No, I didn't do impressions. No, it just came out of nowhere. It's because I was doing it.
Other agents over here? I think we got one agent, haven't we? David Hall.
Oh, I him.
Yeah.
I did a gig for him. Never contact me again.
No. Oh, here, oh, we shouldn't talk about the gigs. I'll talk to you afterwards.
All right, tell me afterwards. Wink, wink. So, what was I going to say?
So what is your next question?
I was going to say something, though. About,
Were you?
the scene, comedy, gigs.
Yeah, no, you lot seem nice, don't they?
Yeah, they're all right.
They should wear name tags, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, like we're of a certain age now. They're
Yeah.
all sprightly and young.
It's weird. I think anybody who's been doing it less than 5 years is new, and it always surprises me when somebody like goes, "Oh, I've been going for 6 years." I think they're one of the new crowd that's been going for 6 months.
I always feel like everyone, other than sort of like our group, is 23.
Yeah.
Everyone is 23 beneath that. But then I found out the other day that one of them was 28, and I was like, no way. No
I think
way.
it's a sliding scale. Isn't it? Who's the youngest now?
Franco?
Who?
Oh, Sean McLeavy.
Well,
Or
George
Franco.
Robinson's quite young as well.
Oh, yeah. Wee fellas. Wee fellas. Well, wee fellas. Well, anyway, George, so you like comedy? You like magic?
Comedy good.
You like magic?
These are in-depth questions.
These are
What
like
do you ask everybody else?
same things. It's just
You can't ask all the magic ones.
Well, I didn't ask him about magic. No, that's true. I just said something to Adam, and he just went.
Oh yeah. Just the penny in the slot. And go.
So what's been one of your favourite gigs?
Oh, well, do you remember I used to do the Buckfast trick?
Yes.
I might bring it back actually.
Oh, I love the Buckfast trick.
Yeah, it never goes for long. It's like a year later, I'm like, where's my T-shirt? Where's my Buckfast? But I think the first time I did it in Queens, somebody at Queen's Comedy Club. I was doing it with the 2 people from Father Ted. I don't remember their names. Patrick McDonnell, not Paddy McDonnell, who was Owen McLove, and can't remember the guy's name. He was the cocky young priest who had Dougal smoking and all.
Oh, I know who you mean, actually, but I can't
His
remember
name's
his
on the
name
tip of my tongue, but I can't get it. Anyway, that doesn't help the story at all. So it's my favourite gig because one of them mentioned Buckfast before, and it got a big fucking, because it's a student crowd, a big you. And I went,
Lord.
just saying
They
it
know
gets
I'm
like
fast.
10 minutes of you. Let's see what happens here. So it just like, bang. And literally I was stood there for a minute with it all.
But you made the Buckfast small. So it was less Buckfast, no?
No, it's always big when it appears. The big one appears to the balloon, and then I mess around with my T-shirt and then make a small one appear out of the balloon of my T-shirt is the gag.
To be fair, you I'm sure I've seen nearly all your joke/tricks.
Yeah.
All the tricks you do in your sets, your comedy sets. But I still get ridiculously excited for them.
That's good.
Like sometimes when you're on, you're like, do you want to see my rope trick? I'm like, yes, the rope trick! I want to see the fucking rope trick! I love it! And then you're like, was it big rope or wee rope? I'm like, wee rope! Wee rope! I'm like, why am I still so excited like that? Gets me like a wee kid again. Because that's what I was like as a kid. Yes!
Fucker!
Yes!
Do that thing.
And then I had no friends, that's why I ended up a stand-up comedian. He's trapped.
Floating glasses.
Magic. Thank God for the snippet. Well, anyway.
What was the question again? That gig was good though.
That gig was good. What is the worst gig?
Oh my God. Right. It was, I was hired. It was up on the North Coast. It was somebody's mummy's 50th birthday. Okay. And they'd hired me to come up and do a magic show for this 50th birthday. But then, and I went, this is what the kids showed, I've got the adult standard one, I described it, okay. But when I showed up, there was a bunch of kids running around. I had my adult act, okay. And she said, Mummy, I got you this magician. And the mummy was in a really sour mood. She went, ha, magician's just for kids, gets all the kids up. And I was like, well, I've got my adult show. So I tried, and it was just like, there was a stage in the corner, everybody was sat at the back, there was a massive dance hall, there was nothing set out for me. I was running around putting seats out for everyone. Supposed to have that. And I was like, everybody come over, it's a magic show. None of them refused to move. They sat where I couldn't see them, other side of the pub. The mother sat all the kids down in front of me. I went, did my best, there's a few adults at the back, did the adult show without any things, made it more about kids through what I could. Right? And then it finished a bit short. I finished shortly because I didn't have the right stuff for it. I went around the tables. They were really weird. They were a really weird crowd. Oh, and the wee girl that booked me for her mother's 50th party sat behind me. Doing that the whole gig. And the only laugh I got was when I pointed out she was sat there with a sour bake on her, ruining the act for him. But yeah, no, it was absolute nightmare. And then they didn't pay me at the end. They went, oh, we booked you for adult and you did kids. And I was like...
Oh, it'd be like you put a bunch of kids
in front of me. I couldn't do anything but kids. And she said, well, it wasn't what we were expecting. We were expecting something for the adults. And I was like, well, it's not my fault. I did. So I think they paid me half. And I just...
Sorry to bring it up, dude.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry. I feel
never
like
got
that.
the other half. I didn't think it was worth pursuing. But now I'm just a bit more wary for 50th birthday. 50th, 40th, 50th birthday party is usually really good because they usually see me somewhere and they're all on board and it's like, oh, yeah. And they work well. House parties usually work well, but that was just... We're getting the Firehorse down there.
We're getting the Firehorse.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry, George.
Well, you asked. I mean, I'm sorry, you wanted to bring it up.
Wow. I couldn't imagine you having a bad gig. You're too positive.
Yeah, well, I never even act like I'm having a bad gig when I'm having a bad gig.
Well,
I think some people sit there and go, does he? No, he's
Hey, he's having a good time. You get on board with him. That's what I think. Here, were you in the pub on Monday? No, you weren't.
No, why? What happened? Oh, was it goss? Was it shite? Was it great?
Oh, shite, boy.
Oh, was it shite?
Shite. More life in a graveyard. Well, I just thought that made you feel better.
Were you on?
No, thank fuck. What's going on? If anyone had asked, I would have just left, like scuttled away without anyone seeing me. But it was all right.
It wasn't. No. You just said it wasn't.
No. Well,
I have more questions, but...
You have more questions?
Well, about the PAV, but I probably shouldn't film them.
Yeah, we'll just talk about that after. All right. Thanks, George. George Firehorse, everybody.
Have we got more?
Nah, we only need like
Have we got enough?
We only need like 25 minutes.
Okay.
I think that's
We've been sure to shite from us.
Well, we can't, they've all been shouted for most
Okay.
of it. Hi, I'm Sara-Jade Davidson.
And I'm George Firehorse.
And you can see us at the Accidental Comedy Club that's on once a month, every month in the Accidental Theatre. It is also streamed online if you're too lazy to come down at www.accidentaltheatre.co.uk. That was right? Thank you. That was right, yes?
Yay!
Okay. Way! There might have been more W's, but there's usually only 3.
What's happening?
Huh?